Gordon Ramsay is quite famous for his outbursts on the screen. Maybe his appearances on MasterChef or his Hell's Kitchen, or any other of his TV shows. In fact, Gordon Ramsay has built a name for himself for his uncalled reactions, which has also built him a huge follower base. His success in the culinary industry, with 16 Michelin stars to his name, do give him a repute to burst out on contestants not listening to him properly. Here are the most absurd Gordon Ramsay moments. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Number 5. His hate for vegetarianism. Gordon Ramsay is quite famous for his hatred of vegetarians, and he has never shied away from hiding his hatred. Calling out vegetarians for their hate of meat has been one of Gordon Ramsay's very fantasized hobbies. When he was once asked what he's allergic to from one of his fans, he replied by using a single word: vegan. That definitely intrigued the vegan community throughout the world, and many of his fans loved this tweet of his, and thus, it was shared for more than 20,000 times on Twitter alone. He also pranked a vegetarian once by giving him a pizza slice, where he had hidden ham beneath tomatoes and cheese. That volunteer simply called out Gordon Ramsay by calling him mean. Number 4. Gordon's disguise. Once filming an episode for Hell's Kitchen, Gordon decided to go an extra mile and test the chefs and their admiration for Gordon Ramsay. In order to do that, Gordon knew he simply couldn't just go up and ask them about it. Hence, he decided to have some disguise on in order to actually know how the participants really feel about Gordon. He wore a long brown hair wig with sunglasses and tried not to talk with anyone going along with him in the contest. When Philip welcomed the contestants at the hotel, he asked everyone to impersonate Gordon Ramsay. And while they tried sounding like Gordon, he himself stood right beside them, anguished by how all of them thought of him as a very angry person. He couldn't believe and kept the disguise on for very much longer, leaving everyone in a surprise. Number 3. Him calling a contestant duckface. Gordon Ramsay is quite famous for calling people names when they tend not to work according to what Gordon has decided. His infamous actions have made a name for himself in the media industry, and most of his shows technically presenting the same type of Gordon's characteristics. Once, when one of Hell's Kitchen's episodes, when Gordon's special guests had been waiting for their food to be served, the chef presented Gordon with uncooked duck, which disgusted him a lot. Gordon, in accordance to his usual reactions, started yelling at the chef, and it ended by calling him a duck face. The chef replied by saying that he is not a duck face, which further intrigued Gordon. Number 2. His wife's disguise. Not only is Gordon known for coming in with having disguise on, his wife too once came in one of Hell's Kitchen episodes wearing a disguise. All seemed very normal until the very end, where Gordon tasted his disguised wife's dish, and soon after tasting it, he started making out with a woman on screen. That resulted in all the participants looking at the two in awe, but his wife consequently removed her disguise, which definitely relieved the participants witnessing the scene. Number 1. Non-stick pan. It isn't very uncommon for a person like Gordon Ramsay to lose his mind when hosting the famed Hell's Kitchen episodes, but it requires significant effort for someone to force Gordon Ramsay to lose his voice. When a contestant from Texas named Sarah started pan-searing scallops, she was being closely monitored by Gordon Ramsay. Since she was taking a lot of time working on searing the scallops, Gordon kept on insisting that she followed the fact that the pans were non-stick, meaning that they would not stick the scallops to the pan. Since she didn't really understand the concept at first, Gordon had to scream his voice out that the scallops would not stick to the pan. No matter how rude Gordon Ramsay seems, he still ends up winning the hearts of the fans following him. The way his personality uplifts the show is rarely seen in any of his counterparts, hence explaining for his fan following in the general public and the culinary media industry. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then let us know by giving it a thumbs up. We'll see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.